Hi everyone, in this video, we'll understand how the balance ball game template works and how do you change the assets to make it your own. So first off, let me show you how it looks. So this is the start screen with the instruction and the start game button. Once you click it, a ball appears on your head and you have to tilt your head to balance the ball on your screen. Once again, something like this. And once it drops, it shows you your screen and this is the end screen with the try again button. That's all that we have in this game. Now, if you want to just change the assets, you can skip over to the next chapter. Uh, but now, let me take you through the entire process of what each every object does. So, in the scene hierarchy, you'll see we have limited ones. First up, we have pastry touch. You can disable it or you can change the settings here. Next up, we have face occluder. I'll come to this later. Then we had the head top, where we'll be adding our own assets, balls, other 3D objects, anything that you want on your head, you want to balance on your head, we'll add that inside of this. Okay. So now this one, keep it disabled. This is just for you to copy the components from here and paste it onto your new asset, which I'll show you afterwards. But after that, you can delete this one. And this is currently our basketball, which comes on the head, right? Now, next up, we have some ground and wall. So this is the ground, which where the basketball lands and it basically hovers over. And these are two vertical walls. If you see this one and this one, just so that the ball doesn't fall on like ahead of you and behind you, just so that you have some constraints over the 3D object that you want to put. Right. Next up, we don't have to do anything for the lighting. Next, we just have some UI things. This is the start button. You can change things up here. This is the instruction panel that you see here. Some timer text that you will see in here, and the game over panel, and that's it. And this is the main logic where you'll be adjusting some other values and everything like that. Got it? Perfect. So let's get started with how this works. As soon as you hit the start game, the ball appears and it has its own physics body. It has the gravity going on, and hence you have to tilt your head to balance it out. And the longer you balance, the longer your score will be, and the better. Perfect. So let's see how we can change the assets here or change the game according to your liking. So all you have to do is go to the asset library or find any 3D object in your browser. You can search for the 3D object. For this one, let's try and consider it as a ball, right? So I have this soccer ball going on here. I'll just drag and drop the 3D model here, accept it, and I should have it here. This scene is my soccer ball. So now when I have to change the asset, you have to change two things: just the asset, the ball, and then you have to do some changes in the game manager, the game logic, and you'll be done, right? So in this scene, the 3D model that I just, so this is a 3D model. In the 3D model that I just imported, click on this scene, the green prefab, and drag it inside of head top, not anywhere else, inside of head top. When you see this box occurring, then you drop it. It should be a child of the head top, this one, right? So now you'll see that it's it covered me, right? So first of all, let's decrease the scale to, okay, 5 it looks good. I'll do 6 so that it matches my other ball. And if you click here and see, this doesn't make sense. This is just for you to be able to see it in the scene. But again, I'll give it as vibe string 7 just so that I know where it is. And apart from that, now you have to do two things. Go here, go to the ball reference one. Actually, first disable this, the previous one, or you can delete it as well. I'll delete it. Okay, now what you have to do is once you added this inside of head top, go to the ball reference. Inside this, you'll find the physics body. Right click on where the text is, the white text physics bodies. You can copy. Go back to your object, whatever it is called. And inside this empty space, right click anywhere and click on paste. Right? So what this did, it added a physics body, it added some mass, it added some weight to that particular ball or any object that you have. Now, inside dig, you'll have to change one thing. Uncheck the split visual, and here you'll see this huge spear with some lines here and there, right? So in the radius, try playing around with some values, and it should normally be one. Just make sure that the values at that point when it looks like it's covering the entire ball to its size. If it's 1.5, you can see it's a bit outwards, right? Just click on one and whatever, depending on what your object is. If you want to change the shape of your object, you can do it from here and make sure that it fits the entire object. That's it. That's all you have to do. Now go back to the ball reference. Click on this ball physics. Right click, copy. Right click where the ball physics text is. Come here, back here in this empty space. Right click and paste. Right. So it added some ball physics to it. We'll have to change one thing here inside the ball physics body. Right, click on here inside the head top and inside the object that you have. You'll find a physics body, something like this, and just click on OK, so that you are attaching the correct physics body onto your object. Right. So now you'll see that it is there, but it's not behaving as it should. Why? Because we added the ball, we added some physics to the ball, but in the game manager, in the main logic, we have not yet specified the ball object. So go back to the main game manager main logic. Inside here, when you see the ball object, either you can drag and drop this here like this, or you can click here, go back inside the head binding, inside the head top, and just click on the C or whatever the object you have. And that's it. Your object is changed. Perfect. Now, in terms of visual change, you can change all of these. So if you go to the start button, you can change the text here. You can change the colors here and something like this. You can change the position from this, right? You can change the Y position, Z position here, Z, X position here. In the instruction panel, this you see, I've added just a rectangle, a rounded rectangle. You can play around with the alpha value, or you can change the color, opacity, brightness, whatever you like, right? I'll keep it like this. And inside that, you'll see a text. All the text that you see will be changed in the script. I'll take you there soon. And here we have timer text as well. And same goes for the try again button, the button that you see here. You can change the color here, you can change the text and all, right? Now, in order to change the instructions text, right, you have to go to the script. Let me show you how to do that. Inside the asset browser, scroll down and you'll see a game manager JS file, right? Double click here and it should open the script editor. Let me put it here so that you can see it correctly. And yeah, so this is a not so short script. It is a well documented one. If you know JavaScript, please go through it. You'll understand what each function does, right? But what I want you to do is Control F or Command F, search for change, and you'll see three text here, right? So if you want to change the text that is appearing here, tilt your head left and right to balance the ball. Let's say you want to add the word football here, right? So go in the script and inside your search for change, and you'll see this text. You can just click right here football. Similarly, so this has the logic when the face is not visible, right? It will show, please show your face in camera. Here you can change that text. And lastly, the final text that we have, that is your score. If you want to add something else, you can change it here, right? All the three texts you'll find when you find for change. Now, lastly, once you have all the ball and the physics and the logic set up, what if you want to change the drop distance, like from how high it is dropping? If you want to change the, okay, redoing. Now that you have done with the asset change and the logic change, if you want to change the threshold value of when the ball drops, how much should it drop when the game overs? This is here. You can play around with this value 30, 50, 60, depending on what you like. And the spawn height offset is basically how high it should spawn. You can change it to 40, 100, anywhere you like. And inside of the scene, inside of the ball physics that we added, if you want the tilt sensitivity to be a little more sensitive, You can change it to from 300 to 600, 900, and upwards. If you want the velocity damping, I think this will be the best for your object. But again, depending on how you want your object, you can change that. And if you want your object to be not like to be glide smoothly rather than like it balance on your head, you can play around with the friction value here. But apart from that, I don't think you need to change anything. This is pretty much easy to change and like just publish. Just make sure that you change the lens name, lens icon, and lens demo video from you and publish it on as your own. And that's pretty much it. I hope you liked it. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out or comment down, and we'll be happy to answer.